All right, here we are, man. What up?
Yep. Got the sweatshirt on. Got the hoodie on.
Oh, word. All right. Yeah, I got the sweatshirt on as well. It's cooling down a little bit. Yeah, man. First of all, real quick, man. Shout out to the homie Audio Live. He is currently, as we record this episode, in the hospital with walking pneumonia.
What?
He's gonna be fine. But
okay.
But yeah, shout out to Live, man. That's all I had to hit him up today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. Which episode was he? He was on one of the original episodes as well.
Yeah, it's one of the first 5. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So shout out to Live.
Internationally respected.
Definitely. The thing that he had mentioned, and the reason why I'm shouting him out is because he's like, I'm just happy I was properly diagnosed. And I thought about it, right? Like, such, respiratory issues that come along with walking pneumonia could easily just be diagnosed as COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he got a proper diagnosis and everything is good. You know what I'm saying?
But he got tested, I would assume, right?
You know what? I don't know. I'm assuming, but I don't know. I don't know that for a fact.
We're violating all kinds of HIPAA.
That is true too.
Scenarios right
true.
now.
I'm not sure if any of this information he wanted out in the world, but
did he have to give a stool sample?
For real. Yo, man.
I'm glad he's on the mend though.
Yeah.
Live.
He I don't know what he sounded like when he went in, but he sounded cool when I talked to him. He sounded like he was, relatively normal. So
maybe the impeached president was correct. Maybe as of November 4th, there's no more COVID. No more COVID.
We're getting
maybe we had it all wrong.
We are going to get into the musings of the current, soon-to-be former president of the United States, but I do have an opening question that I find I actually find this interesting. However, I have not asked you how your week was. So, Kev, how was your week, bro?
It was long, but as everyone else's, it was very rewarding. But it was good. How was yours?
It was good, man. It was an interesting week I'm sure for all of America. It was a very interesting week. It just was, God, what an interesting week. It's a strange week.
Very much.
But yeah, all was cool. Yo, Kev, you're familiar with sleep paralysis, correct?
Sleep paralysis?
Wow. Okay. That's
or
interesting.
Sleep
paralysis.
I'm not familiar with that.
Wow. That is okay. This makes
I feel like I'm being set up now then, aren't I?
No, not at all. So sleep paralysis is like, what I was going to ask you was was it called in your household? Was there like a cultural thing? Because I was looking up information online about sleep paralysis, and in my family they called it preacher's nightmares, where you kind of have this nightmare that you have to force yourself awake from. And what sleep paralysis turns out to be is like being in a situation where your breathing is disrupted while you're sleeping, and it sends your brain into weird hallucinations. So as you're fighting yourself to wake up, your brain is also having like nightmares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds a little scary.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad you're not familiar with it. I've been having those dreams since I was like a child. But
okay.
What I discovered was that it's been named different things in different cultures. For Filipinos, it has. For Filipino people, there's a name. For in Mexico, there's a name, and the idea of like spirits standing on your chest or demons standing on your chest, things of that nature. So I was curious of whether in your household, I asked Randy, like, what do they call it in Hawaii? And you know what I'm saying? She was like, I don't know. So I was like, I'm sure that somebody knows, but it was, thought it was pretty crazy.
Like, that's a married couple conversation. I don't know.
Like, yeah, why are you asking me this?
Why?
Who cares? Right.
What?
Do you remember the Family Guy episode where Stewie was flashed forward to being an old married couple, and the woman cleared her throat while they were sitting together, and he
he just started a fight,
and he just looked down, like looked over his newspaper and gave like an annoyed sigh. It was so, I'm sorry, it was so hilarious. She cleared her throat and he was like, That is too funny to me. Sorry, guys. Okay.
I hope sleep paralysis takes me.
You don't. You really don't. No, for real. For those of y'all tuned into this episode, please jump on to Rap Sucks Radio. RSR podcast on Facebook. Let me know what sleep paralysis is defined as in your culture or your household. For me, it's a terrifying thing. But yeah. I also learned that if you give in during sleep paralysis, you die, right? So I don't know how anybody really has that information. Like, I don't know how people knew that. How do you know? Right?
Well, I've heard that, and but I never knew if it was like a, wives' tale kind of thing, which I guess is kind of sexist now that I say it out loud. But that if you die in your dream, you die for real. How would anyone know that?
How would anybody know?
How would anyone know? Like, because definitely had the situation where like you're falling out a window maybe or something like that.
Yeah,
something very extreme, and then you wake up. But how would anyone know that?
I had a dream. We could go jump to the other side of this, but I had a dream where I was like a superhero / like parkour person. And
that's dope.
As long as, I guess, it's a dream, right? It's corny, but I guess as long as I like believed that I could do it, then I could jump from the top of a building in one downtown and land on another. So I could jump from LA to Paris, right?
Okay. Of course.
So I was trying to show someone, like an apprentice, how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of my dream, I guess their fear, I remember this so vividly too, their fear affected my thought about what I was doing. So I jumped and immediately went down. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I knew I was dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember this feeling so vividly, dude. I remember knowing like, okay, you're dreaming, so you're going to wake up any moment. And I woke up when I hit the ground. Like, it was the worst.
You're a little bit of a weird dude. Well, those who can't teach.
Yo, it was the worst. And it was the worst. And I remember feeling like I landed hard on the bed. Like I must have like jumped. Yo, it was crazy. Anyway, yo, Kev,
Make sure, if you're going to listen to the rest of this episode, make sure you sign the HIPAA waiver that's up on our website.
All right, man. Now that we're over that, yo, Kev, you ready for this episode? Yo?
Sure.
All right. We'll see y'all on the other side, man. Let's go.
Rap Sucks Radio. Blah, 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 blah.
What up, y'all? You alive on Rap Sucks Radio with y'all.
COVID.
Let's try that one all over again. What up, y'all? You alive on Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Track Life and your fam, Kev Sakota.
The dream.
The nightmare.
Nightmare.
Thank y'all for tuning in, each and every one of y'all. We appreciate you taking your time, spend your time listening to us. We know you have plenty of other things to do with your time, so thank you so much. If you want to catch past episodes, you can go to rapsucksradio.com or any of your favorite podcasting platforms. And if you'd like to see this on television, me and Kev, same discussion, facial expressions, clips of the news, rolling clips of the news articles that we're discussing. You can go to BTSN. That's Behind the Scenes Network. What you do is you go to your Roku, your Fire Stick, or your Fire TV. You download the app or channel, however the platform defines it. You click on that, and we actually have our own section, Rap Sucks Radio, on BTSN Behind the Scenes Network. Get down with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, different from other episodes, we actually do not have any notes for this because of all the important things that, of course, have happened in the last couple of days. Of course, the election, etc. So we're going to just try to have kind of the original Rap Sucks Radio situation where we just had a conversation about current events because that's basically what's popping right now. So for those of you guys who are aware, Joe Biden is now the president-elect of the United States as of Saturday morning. Definitely one of the more interesting elections of our lifetime. The highest voter count in history, Kev. Am I correct about that?
Correct. Yeah.
And the first and second most votes for both candidates. So Joe Biden, most votes, popular vote, and Donald Trump, I believe, surpassed second most. Right?
Yeah. I was just reading. I very rarely. Maybe this is the third time I've ever scrolled through Trump's Twitter feed. And he made a point of tweeting that he had gotten the most votes of a sitting president. I was like, that's like bragging about getting the most votes for most points for a losing team.
I'm saying, well, it's funny. They keep saying this, and I'm going, highest voter turnout. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
They keep saying it for both individuals. And I'm like, okay, highest voter turnout. The most votes of any. Okay, that's dope, but it's the highest voter turnout. No. They're yelling at me back through the TV. No, it's just the most. I'm like, no, but it's the highest vote. Why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on. Can somebody say both at the same time? Is that possible? So that they wouldn't do it. I'm yelling at my TV highest voter turnout. Anyway.
Well, the only reason there are more cases is because we did more testing.
There you go. If you stop counting the vote, there won't be any more. All right. So if you have been under a rock, the results of this are being highly contested by Trump and a few friends. Not every Republican is on board with this. Not even every Republican voter is on board with this. But there are some people who are yelling, "Stop the steal." Oh my God.
That's not even English.
It's so bad of a catchphrase. Where?
What was Pence saying when he had the fly on his head? Make America great again. Again.
Listen, dude.
Oh, man.
Candace Owens.
Yes.
Katrina Pearson.
Where they been?
All the black people, Lil Wayne, all of y'all that's down with the Trump campaign, you're failing for allowing that catchphrase to go through. We're better than this, black folks. We're more clever than this. There are two rappers at least on this team. There's Lil Pump or Pimp or whichever one he is. And there's Lil Wayne. One of you Lils got to come up with a better catchphrase.
Oh man, I know they got 14 rappers, and they let Rudy come up with the lyrics. Come on.
You could do better than this, Trump campaign. Stop the steal.
Stop the steal. Oh my God. It's like a, I don't know.
Also,
let me tell you something. I'm drinking a can of La Croix.
Good job.
It's the plain, non-flavored version. Mm-hmm. But something is not right because whenever I take a drink, so there's not supposed to be any flavoring, and by the way, hashtag ad. The top of this can smells very bad.
Oh no.
So, but I have nothing else handy to drink, and I'm very thirsty.
I don't know why I just had a yawn attack all of a sudden, but I'm gonna.
It's good news that I still have my sense of smell, I guess. But other than that, this is that's a bad experience.
I'm gonna drink this Capri Sun right here on air.
Oh yeah, are you? Because I thought that one time you did that was sort of a outlier, but you just that doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
That doesn't sound right at all.
That's why you got to watch this on BTSN just so you can verify those noises. Go ahead.
Are you always a friend of the Capri Sun, or
I'm not actually? I mean, I endure it. They're not terrible, right. But when people don't fill the water, Brita. And I need something cold to drink, this is what happens. we could do a half-hour episode about the Brita. Oh my God, the Brita.
I tell you, have you ever gone in the middle of the night to go pour yourself a glass of water, and you go to pick up that Brita, and you're used to it being about 30 pounds because you're the one who fills it up all the time, and it's empty, and you throw it through the ceiling?
Yeah, I wanted to just quit the day. Like, everyone else got water but me. Like, I just want to quit today.
Oh, man. Yeah, there are times when I'm so angry, I'll just make a big deal out of it. Like, I will take my water glass, I will go out to the backyard and fill it with the hose. Make a whole production out of it and come huffing and puffing back in the house. Just to make people feel bad about not filling the Brita.
Yo, don't even get me started.
You could do that. You do that, Randy would be like, "What? Why?" What?
She wouldn't care. Whatever.
What are you doing?
Like, I don't know. Die of thirst. No. Yeah,
water plants.
I'm not a super fan of the Capri Sun, no. But it's what's left. But on to back.
These are great. These are great ad reads, by the way.
These are
doing fantastic.
Yes. If Capri Sun was looking at us,
Capri Sun. It's what's left.
It's what's left. Yeah, yo, that was your wine read a while ago. So here we are. We're in this situation. A couple things happened yesterday that you and I kind of laughed about and discussed or whatever. Mm-hmm. Some of them we'll get into, some of them we'll, go ahead and let pass by, leave them on our phone conversation yesterday. One of them was concerning Joe Biden's camp, the pyrotechnics that went down.
I forgot to go back and watch.
Oh man, somebody getting fired. Somebody, you getting fired. Like, you going out. Because they had the streamers that come up, a small height rise, and they pop. And confetti comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, apparently no one told the Biden family and Kamala's family, because that thing popped and they all thought they died. Everyone was like, who got shot? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. There's something wrong with me because whenever the inaugurations happen, or not inaugurations, I'm sorry. Whenever, the first speech is given, I'm always like afraid. Like, man, who's going to do something stupid? You know what I'm saying? So now I know that I'm not the only one. Everybody on that stage is like, yo, this is a sticky situation.
Because wasn't it was mainly Kamala's husband, right?
Yes, my man Doug,
the second gentleman.
The second gentleman, my man.
Second gentleman was the first one to hit the deck.
My man, I was like, yo, you don't want to reach for your lady, fam? She gonna run this one back. You gonna hear about it. You gonna hear about it, dude.
See, that's why I need to go back and watch. Cause
that man,
he just broke out.
That man, he didn't exactly bounce, but he definitely leaned away. Nah, that's cold, buddy. Doug, you cool, man. You cool, dog. Don't let me talk down to you like that, fam. Don't let me do it. You know what I mean? I mean, you are kind of part of a black family in a sense now. So people definitely have talked to you crazy like I'm talking now. You know what I mean? Like I seen.
Oh, you mean since the speech?
I mean, I'm talking just in general. And there's a family Kamala got an uncle that has talked to Doug sideways for no legitimate reason. Because that's how you marry into that when you marry into a black family. Like somebody got to say something, Michael Jackson off the wall level, just for no reason. You know what I mean?
He's just gonna be getting all kinds of fresh underwear for Christmas this year. Thought you might need these.
The introduction to the interracial marriage on the black side of the family is asking you if you've had foods that are actually common to United States citizens, but we feel like we own them, like macaroni and cheese, right? Like mac and cheese. Hey, Kev, have you had mac and cheese before? Like, yes, I've had mac and cheese before. Like, why would I never have had this? This is not some strange alien food. We make it better than everyone else. I'll buy that. I'm gonna give you that one, right? But black folks, when a non-black person comes to your home, this is what this episode has turned into, by the way. They've had mac and cheese before. Like it's happened.
Oh man,
that's not a new thing. You know what I mean? Stop harassing your niece's boyfriend about greens, collard greens, and mac and cheese. Like the stuff is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Oh man.
The smart move would be to carry around one of them little snack sized boxes of raisins and just sabotage things.
Don't do it.
Just, pull it out of the pocket and just slide it in the potato salad. And yeah, I've had potato salad, but not like that.
You know what I'm gonna do? Before the show ends, I'm gonna try to do a top 5 things you do not do when you meet a black family. This is just for Doug. Just for the homie. Now, Doug has been in the family for a minute, and Doug also has...
Yeah, he's going to say, why are you acting like we just saw their wedding reception?
I mean, the way he jumped, they got to get remarried, fam. They got to have a talk.
Oh, man.
They got to have another talk.
I got to go back and look at that now.
I'm making it way worse. Tensions
are high, Trek. Tensions are high.
Folks was terrified on that stage.
It could have been the Stop the Steal movement.
It could have been the Stop the Steal movement. Well, I was like, when Biden's daughter came out dancing, me and Uncle was like, who is that? I am not particularly, I don't know the families of anybody, to be honest with you. Like, I don't really know who they are. So when the daughter came out dancing, I was like, me and Randy stopped, was like, he is up there partying for real though. Like,
well, Joe came out jogging like Rocky.
I was like, can you stop? Man, stop.
But the reason I stopped watching is because the DJ was just slamming terrible records. Like,
Yo, did they not play "Don't Stop Believing"?
oh, did they?
No, I'm saying, did they play
I don't
it?
know. I'm not sure.
With all of the stuff that was being played, the fact that "Don't Stop Believing" actually was never played. It's like
They might have. He was playing. Oh man, it was hilarious. It'd be like 5 seconds of something, and like name that tune, and then he'd slam into another record. I was like, "Oh, you're out of practice, buddy."
it did not throw Biden's daughter off. She was up there partying like Doodoo Brown was playing. I was like, yo, settle down, chill out. You know what I mean? Hold up, hold up. This is not snapback. Paul, cool out. All right, that is just a step too much. Just a Mary J. Blige said hateration and holleration, not gyration. You know what I mean? Chill. You know what I mean? Dial it back a skosh, young Biden. Dial it back a skosh.
I hope that at the inauguration they get all the artists who have told Trump not to play their records anymore.
They should. I would love that.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah, it would make me.
Just
It would make me
hologram Tom Petty.
Oh boy. Speaking of presidents or what have you, I don't know, what candidates. Sorry guys, I'm here. My wife asked me if it was selfish of candidate Kanye West to present a hologram of Robert Kardashian, Kim Kardashian's father, for her on her birthday.
Selfish?
Yes. She said she felt, well, I don't, let me, oh wait. I've already gone halfway there. She basically felt like it was a little selfish. Like it was a little like, because it wasn't a private thing, it was a public thing. So, how the rest of the family may have felt about that was never truly considered.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's what I was going to say, is that it could definitely have gone any of a number of different ways. But evidently, Kim, being the angel that she is, seemed to like it very. I will not. She seemed to be very happy with it. So at the end of the day, let's face it, she's the only one of all of them that really matters. Come on.
Well, at least to him. So as it should be, I suppose. All right. So yeah, Kev. Now we're in a situation where OG Clownfish has 70 plus days to make this out to be a complete and total mess.
You know what? No, you do not get to come up with good nicknames now. You've had 4 years to come up with OG Clownfish.
Hey,
you're going to have to save that for 2024 when he wins again.
Dude, so what do you think is going to happen now? What do you think is the next, what does this next 70 days look like?
It's going to be very weird. Because I was just reading something that there's some basic stuff that happens. We're learning all this for the first time because we haven't been paying attention to the way our country works forever, for as long as we've never had to really worry about it. But there's some fundamental sort of mechanics that need to go on for them to, give the Biden transition team email addresses and office space and, key cards or whatever, parking spaces. Stationery, I don't know what, right? Exactly, stapler, exactly, coffee mug, and the person the Trump appointee who is in charge of doing that, has not gotten that ball rolling. Which I assume you kind of just have to do whatever the OG Clownfish you're working for says to do or not do, but. But man, it's like, yo, there's a lot going on right now. You know, it's like a lot of people are getting sick, and these guys are being kind of jerks about it. But is it a surprise? No,
not at all.
He said he was going to be a jerk about it.
He did.
He just didn't think he was going to have to.
Well, he didn't think at all.
I think that in 2016 he legit thought that he was not going to win.
No,
I truly believe.
Yeah, I think we all. Yeah, I agree with that.
But I feel like this time he probably convinced himself that he was going to win.
I agree with that.
Even though the odds seemed worse, you know. But yeah, so who knows, man. But all I know is I'm going to keep the world's eyes will be trained on Four Seasons Total Landscape or whatever that place is called for the announcements on from Giuliani.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be a mess. People were too happy. It's like, you too happy. I gotta take this. I gotta take all this.
Yeah. He can't have that. He can't have that. But it's but the thing that's funny now is that he's gonna have to go out like he knows what he would do if the shoe was on the other foot. So he doesn't want to get out on any stage or anything like that, man. Anywhere that he can't control, he ain't going to get out there and talk. Yeah. Even on Twitter, I got to say, and I was looking at his Twitter feed, every single tweet has a warning on it. Or like this is probably not true.
Well, he starts his own network.
Can you imagine if you were on Facebook and you're one of those people who every day posts the inspirational quote or whatever, today is a great day to believe in yourself. Today is a great day to try something new. And then at the bottom, it just says, this may or may not be true. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. This may or may not be accurate.
Yeah. It was inspirational. Too much inspiration actually annoys me on the internet. I'm happy for people, man. Like, yo, do you? But by the third one, I'm like, yeah, I might have to mute this person. Because it's like ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day you're the ice cream. One day you're the spoon. Which one do you decide to... It's all in how you decide to cool it down. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like... Get off of the internet.
You're the spoon. You're never going to be nothing but the spoon.
Or something ridiculously untrue. You know what I mean? It'd be like a cat lives the perfect day every day. There's no such thing as an unhappy cat. Be a cat. That's not, how do you know? How do you know that's true? You don't know that. You don't know how happy or unhappy cats are. You have no... You have no point of reference for that. Like, don't stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, those cat people have to watch it because now people aren't they got to redirect all that anger that they've been directing toward either Trump or Biden. Boy,
well, what does media?
They're coming for the cats.
They're coming for the cats. Well, what does media look like now? Like, podcasts are about to die. like what?
This is our last episode, right?
Yeah, this is it. Rap Sucks Radio is over. We got 70 days, Kev. We got 70
I think we're actually going to... I think we'll be okay because I'm pretty sure that people in Florida will keep existing.
They will.
And putting their hands in alligators' mouths and stuff.
Whole bodies in them.
For no particular reason.
Like that old man who tried to wrestle a gator for... Have you ever seen that video where dude like threw the jacket over the gator's eyes and like ended up getting bit up like an idiot? I don't know if that was in Florida or not. I just know that was wherever idiots live. That's where that was at.
That happens once a month.
Oh boy. Yeah. All in all, I think it'll be interesting. I actually think, and I mentioned this to you yesterday, that 2024 is about as close of a chance as you're going to get at getting an actual third-party candidate. Now, let me tell you this, though. I think that people have gotten third-party candidates throughout history, just not in the way that they want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would argue that Trump was a third-party candidate. You know? He wasn't a traditional Republican by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely more in line with your more far-right extremist views, your more Tea Party-esque views. They just are, the Democrats and Republicans just kind of consume and assume everything around them. So maybe in name this time, a third-party candidate will be available, because I just don't feel like Biden's going to go more than 4 years. Not by quality, but by desire. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, who knows? But I think that this is the shot for people who want a third-party candidate, especially if Trump remains the kingmaker or queenmaker for Republicans. I think it's going to be like, we're not going over there. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe the rise of libertarian.
I'm not even prepared to think about that.
All right, I tried. I tried.
People in the news are so intent to game it all out. I'm like, you didn't even know what was going to happen last week, man.
Yo, different radio stations, different news outlets were calling different states. Like, yo, can I tell you the best thing that happened that day, though?
What?
I'm scrolling through my timeline or whatever on election day, and I vividly remember the time. It was 7:02. I looked, and a person said, not one of my friends, but a friend of one of my friends says, "I hope California finally flips red in people to show that Californians have finally learned their lesson." This voter was obviously from California. You know what I'm saying?
And this is at 7:02 p.m. on election day?
7:02 p.m. on election day. Right. I swear, man, it wasn't what? When did they call California? At like 7:30? Like,
well, that's like long time listener, first time voter. They're not going to actually call California for about 13 years. Let's keep it real on how things work in California.
It was so funny.
California, like on the if you get the color by numbers map of the United States, California just comes with California blue, just as an example.
It's just straight up
instructions.
It was so funny. I was like, they were like, California voting just ended. I was like, oh, okay, cool. California goes for Biden. I was like, yo, who counted a vote? Did anybody count? Or did y'all just be like, nah, we already know. So let's just call it. It's like, damn.
Like, trust us, we're going to have problems elsewhere. This one is not going to be a problem.
Let's get this one right. Plus 55. Take it. You know what I'm saying?
You can have Biden in no rent control.
Right?
But you can have Uber.
That you can have Uber. You cannot have rent control, and you are still paying bail ridiculously. Oh, God. I was actually shocked at that one. I'm not even going to front. That one weirdly shocked me.
The bail one?
Yes, that's the one that shocked me the most.
You know what? I couldn't. One, I honestly was taking a guess at the rent control one. The only one I actually knew about was the Uber Lyft, independent contractor one.
Yeah.
That result. And the reason why I'm not shocked at any of them is because I really am so confused about. This is how I'm going to vote in California from now on. The better the commercial is, the higher the production value. Almost across the board, they are lying.
Okay.
I was like, those people really do look like they all drive for Uber and Lyft. This must be accurate.
What made me laugh the most, I'm sorry, dude. The affirmative action one didn't pass, and I wasn't entirely shocked by it, but I thought it was funny. When I read that one of the results of, I think it was Prop 16, the affirmative action prop, one of the possible results of that passing was violence on college campuses against Asians. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. Who wrote this? Like, what kind of Dianetics? What are y'all doing? Like, yo.
Oh, man.
I'm thinking, wait, is that if more black people get in college? So I asked the person online, Kev, I should never do this, but
why?
I shouldn't. But I was like, why do you guys not want white women to go to college? Like, what do you guys have against white women going to college? You know what I'm saying? And the person was like, what I don't know what you're... I mean, that's the highest benefactor of affirmative action. So I don't know why you guys hate white women so much. Like, let white women go to college, man. 55% of them want to vote horribly. Let them go to college.
You're a man of the people.
I am. I really am. Let them go to college. Why are you so mad? This is downright
Let them play. Let them play.
Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
Oh,
my last voters night or voters week commentary will go to Orange County. Shout out to Orange County. Not for any reason that I enjoy. I'm not sure the result, but I believe Republican candidate Michelle Steele won. And I believe Republican candidate Young Kim also won in both respectively in their districts. Now last year, Republican candidate Young
Kim, affirmative action.
Right? Just straight up. There were no white women involved in this, so affirmative action, didn't work. Last year, in 2018, Young Kim versus Cisneros, she actually thought that she had won. Respectfully, it was reasonable that she thought she won, and actually had traveled to DC to begin her orientation when she was told to go back because once the final count came in, he passed her in the last 5,000 votes. So now it looks like she's going to win. But here's why Orange County got a hold of L for all of this. It's not because a Republican candidate won. Whatever. Y'all voted to take your seats back. I don't think Orange County expected to go blue, so they was like, we're not even going to vote for this. Who cares, right? So in 2020, they was like, okay, we better vote because, you know what I'm saying? There's enough people from Santa Ana that will vote against us. But anyhow, the fact that an article about Republican candidate Young Kim included a picture of Republican candidate Michelle Steele, you can't just be throwing people of color random pictures up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do the whole like cover front page photo of Stacey Abrams and just have it be Michelle Obama. Like, they're different people. You know what I'm saying? Now,
oh man,
if this happened in like Fresno, no diss to Fresno, I'm just saying if it happened in Fresno, then I might give them a pass because the voting's not happening in their district. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you do confuse.
Oh, I thought you meant that the Asian people in Fresno all look the same.
Well, I mean, they do. It's like because there's none of them. So
You're saying if the Fresno bee.
Yes.
I don't know if that's
if the
reported.
Fresno bee,
Okay.
which sounds like a first generation Fresno rapper. If the Fresno bee had a picture of Michelle Steele in the place of young Kim, I would totally get it. Like, I'd be like, you guys are stupid, but you're such a distance from it. It's a mistake that you can make, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that it happened in Orange County with an Orange County publication, like, I was like, yo, am I reading this? I had to look at the picture like 3 times. I was like, wait, that looks a lot different. Oh, y'all just picking Asian women up off the street and putting them on the cover. Like, all right, that's her.
Did they also run a picture of Elijah Cummings when John Lewis passed away?
It was like a picture of me, but it was like John Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Or Magic Johnson wins, and it's like me on the cover. Just pick a black dude. Go to Facebook, scroll, pick a black dude, put him on a print it. Let's go.
Oh man.
I have a feeling like they was like somebody told the editor, like, yo, which one, who's who in this picture? I've never seen these people before. And who pays attention to the pictures of district candidates? I don't. Well, obviously I do enough to know this, but and the editor was like, man, I don't know, just whatever.
just pick one.
Just pick one of them. Make it the main image in Google when you Google this woman's name.
Just throw your hood up in the air. If it comes down, eyes side up. Go with the one on the left.
Just pick a person. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Let's have a hard conversation here, because this is a safe space, right? And it's just the two of us.
Fair enough.
Now that we're pretty sure this is over, can I admit something to you?
I'm listening.
Can I be vulnerable?
Oh boy. The show ends after this. Go ahead.
I think it is still going to take me a good 3 to 6 months to be 110% confident in my pronunciation of Kamala every time I say it. And I just need to do that to reach out to any of you who are afflicted with the same mental problem that I have. I think at this point it is okay for us to work together to overcome our deficiencies.
Well,
That's
the
all.
key is that she herself said it's like the punctuation, comma. So, as long as you're
don't
pronouncing
matter.
it like the punctuation, right?
It does. I mean, I'm not going to be like that dude who's about to lose in Georgia, I hope,
Oh my God.
who went up there and
God, what an idiot. What an
he
idiot.
started.
Oh, man. what an idiot.
Purdue.
Purdue.
How many feathers are on a Purdue chicken?
Well, look, have I
Man,
pronounced...
this can smells terrible.
Have I pronounced Melania's name right since we started this show? Is it Melania? Melania?
That's different.
I still don't know which one is which. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'd actually like to pronounce her name right. But in my brain, I'm like, one of them. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh man.
Boy. All right, that was our in-depth analysis.
We did it. We did it.
Oh boy. All right. So we hope you enjoyed
I'm
that.
pretty sure we're responsible for this fantastic victory.
We did it, yo.
We did.
We're the ones that
Actually,
did
I don't want to say that because who knows what's going to happen next week.
Well, I also want to note that when people were out there celebrating, my wife and I sitting on the couch going, "No, COVID." Like, everybody, okay, we get it, but everybody go home. Like,
Exactly. I was like, man, it's like, it was like, it made the Lakers and Dodgers celebrations look like one guy with one of those little party hats and, you know, little air horn things. It's like, come on, man. Cut it out.
Get out of the street. Run. Everyone get out. COVID. All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you guys, this has been Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Trek Life and your fam, Kev Sakota.
We did it.
Yo, if you want to catch any of our past episodes, please go to rapsucksradio.com or your favorite podcasting platforms. If you'd like to catch this on BTSN, I didn't promise, but I should have given an over-under on how many votes Kanye West would get and then apply that to whether I would do. So this will be the last time that I will do this. I got to find a different catchphrase. But if you would like to see this on TV, you can go to BTSN, that's Behind the Scenes Network, on your Roku, Fire Stick, or Fire TV. What you do is you download the app or the channel, and you click on it, and we're right there. We have our own, section and the whole nine. Shout out to Badru.
Oh, I realized also yeah, exactly. Badru and Rob. I realized we haven't said specifically the channel is called BTSN Pass.
That's right. Behind the Scenes Network, or BTSN Pass. That's true.
It's a glorious, beautiful red icon. You can't miss it. But BTSN Pass.
Yes.
Now go ahead.
And for the last time,
have your fun.
Since Kanye only got 60,000 votes nationwide.
My man, 60 grand.
Oh man, 60 grand.
Highest vote total for a rapper.
Hey.
Ever.
I'm gonna get on this TV, mama. That is it. Oh. Never again.
Hologram Kanye 2024.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. This has been quite a week, quite an episode. I'm about to go to sleep. Holla at y'all. Yo, Kev, on the count of three, we say peace. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, we out, y'all.